Good morning, guys. A beautiful sunrise in Springfield, bright blue skies and 65 degrees right now. We have temperatures in the 60s area-wide. It's 65 in Rolla, 63 in Mountain Grove, 67 in West Plains, and not feeling all too bad out there on the muggy meter. At the pool today, mostly sunny skies, a very high UV index, and temperatures in the middle and upper 80s. Cardinals first pitch, more home run weather tonight at Hammons Field. Temperatures in the 80s to start in the 70s by the 7th inning. 86 degrees as we head through the day today, 68 overnight. Tomorrow, a little bit hotter and a little bit stickier. Temperatures up around 90. We increase the heat and humidity this weekend ahead of this Tropical Storm Barry. And now in the Gulf of Mexico, will make landfall as a tropical storm in Louisiana on Saturday, and then heads up through Arkansas and then clips the boot heel of Missouri, where we'll see some showers from this Monday and Tuesday, mainly east of Highway 65. Some locally heavy downpours possible there of about 1 to 2 inches of rain. Joe, Lauren.
All right, Elisa, thanks. Here in Springfield, there are several programs that organize and deliver meals to senior citizens who need them.
Southside Senior Center is one of those. Hannah Zettel rode along with volunteers from there to get a look at the impact, and she's live now with her report. Hannah.
That's right, Lauren and Joe. Here at the Southside Center is where all those meals get their start. They're packed, sealed, and then delivered to the seniors in the area. And they enjoy those meals, but they also enjoy the friendly conversation, especially during these warmer months. Now, according to Senior Age of Springfield, over 10 million American seniors are at risk of hunger. Meal delivery services like Meals on Wheels provide the elderly with a week's worth of nutritious frozen meals, as well as welcomed conversation. Volunteers say the delivery is sometimes the only interaction seniors will have for the whole week. Senior Center Administrator Kendall Prawl says now that summer temperatures are here, check-ins are even more valuable.
Sometimes they don't have family, they don't have friends, some of them are kind of recluse to themselves. So when we call them and they answer, it's a warming sound.
We really got to check on our older people and make sure that they have some way of getting cool, because it's really stifling out there at times.
Now, in addition to the Meals on Wheels, the Senior Center also calls to check in on seniors about 3 times a week. But with this warmer weather, it does serve as a good reminder for everybody. If you've got seniors in your neighborhood or maybe a grandparent, check in on them during those warmer temperatures. Reporting in Springfield, Hannah Zettel, Ozarks First.
Hannah Zettel, thank you for that story. Keeping crime in focus, 3 men are now under arrest on illegal gambling charges after a raid at a Springfield business yesterday. A warrant was served by Highway Patrol around 4 o'clock at the clubhouse near Kansas and Battlefield. Warrants were also served at the men's homes and 2 banks holding accounts associated with the alleged gambling. The raid comes after an ongoing investigation into the clubhouse. All of the men face first-degree charges of promoting gambling.
A Marshfield woman has pleaded guilty to stealing more than $100,000 from the federal government. Kathleen Miner worked overseas for an unknown amount of time for the Office of Foreign Disaster Assistance until she returned in February of 2017. Once returning, she claimed to be working on the same project from home. She logged around 1,500 hours over 10 months and was paid more than $115,000 for time she never actually worked, and now she faces up to 10 years in prison.
In your education coverage, students can expect a little more time before school starts next summer. Governor Mike Parson signed a bill that limits how early public schools can begin the school year. Backers say pushing back school could help Missouri's tourism industry by giving families an extra week for summer vacations. The previous law says schools can start as early as 10 days before the first Monday of September. School districts could also hold a public vote to start even earlier. But under this new law, schools can't vote for earlier times and can only start as early as 14 days before Labor Day. The law will not affect the current school year. Instead, it goes into effect fall of 2020.
Some more local news of what's happening today for you. Members of Faith, Voices of Southwest Missouri, Lights for Liberty, and others will gather as part of a nationwide immigrant rights vigil. It'll take place at the Christian County Jail. The jail contracts with ICE as a detention entry point for Southwest Missouri. The gathering will focus on migrant living conditions at the border, as well as current administration's immigration and detention policies. If you're interested in going to attend there, things get moving at 7:30 this evening.
The city of Springfield is looking into rezoning Missouri State University's Baptist Student Union. This is all part of a $10 million project slated for this fall. The project would be a 5-story development ranging from 70 to 80,000 square feet. The ground floor is designed for commercial space, and the Baptist Student Union and the 3 to 4 levels of the project will then be used for student housing. Baptist Student Union Director Chris Wilson explains how the plan got started.
We saw a need. We saw a need for, first of all, some residual income, something that was stable, something that can provide sustainability for the ministry. And then staffing. We needed to provide for more staffing, as well as some staff housing, and that's kind of where it all started from.
If the city approves rezoning for the project, it could be finished in 2021. People of all ages are invited to Sequoia Park tonight for the Springfield Greene County Library District's Moonlight Madness. This event kicks off at 5 and goes until 9. It's part of the Library District's summer reading program for kids. Those attending will have an opportunity to do lunar crafts, hear a moon-themed story, view the sky through telescopes, as well as a bat flight.
Around the region for you, former Arkansas State Senator Jeremy Hutchinson is turning in his law license after pleading guilty to bribery, conspiracy, and tax fraud charges. His case involving preferred family health care is ongoing. He's one of several Arkansas lawmakers caught up in a federal corruption probe that began in 2017.
One Missouri park has been waterlogged like many others across the state, and after the many storms that swept through our area. But now, as the water recedes, the park in St. Peters is left with an interesting cleanup job, a line of debris and trash that stretches for 3 miles. The park remains closed because of flooding, but as water levels drop, the city is preparing for a massive cleanup effort on the 27th of this month and is looking for volunteers.
We take a look now at what's trending this morning, and something that happened while you were sleeping was earthquakes in the Pacific Northwest. This is something we were watching last week, remember, with those earthquakes out in California.
Yeah,
this time, is up in Washington?
Yes, this time it's in Washington. The first earthquake around 3 a.m. was a 4.6 magnitude, and then an aftershock of 3.5. So the cleanup will begin today, and the real look at any potential damage, but first reports showing no major damage and no injuries, so that is good.
And then one more about a cocaine bust that's happening of 17,000 pounds.
This is major from the Coast Guard who, yes, busted some cocaine off a submarine. This video is insane. We want you to take a look at it. You can see the Coast Guard jumping on top of the submarine to do this bust. They said it was a months-long operation.
Wow.
Get this, 17,000 pounds of cocaine and $569 million worth.
All right, a story that is very early on and developing right now, so we'll keep you updated on that. Elisa Raffa, though, joins us. We need one last check of our forecast. So everyone's excited about that weekend. We can get outside a little bit, right?
Yeah, it's going to be nice today. Another nice summer day, 86, but not so humid. Hot and sticky this weekend. Some showers from Barry to the east Monday and Tuesday.
All right, thanks for waking up with us to start off your weekend. Some sunshine in store down in Branson. Hope you have a great one.